You're listening to Thoughtful Wellness Revolution with Zara and Hien, where we believe wellness isn't wellness if it's just for you. Today, you're listening to a preview of a bonus episode. Before we get started, remember to give us a 5-star rating and review. Let's get into it.
So, hello. This is our bonus episode with the wonderful Sunaina. And I'm just going to ask this because we always ask, Sunaina, how do you take care of yourself, at least right now, in 2022, in the weirdest, wildest timeline? And, what does it mean to you to be well, and when you take care of yourself, and the ways that you do that? What does wellness mean to you?
Wow, that's a loaded question. Bonus. Yeah. So, the biggest thing that I can think of that, especially for me right now, that I've been just integrating is napping. I am an avid napper. My pregnant body needs to nap all the time, all day, every day. Like, even if I go one day without napping, I will cry for the second half of the day. It just will happen. I don't know what, or, so that's definitely been something that has been really important for me, is getting ample sleep. Another practice that I do every morning is my mantra practice, which is a spiritually grounding practice for me that really helps me. I do 108 rounds on my japa mala every day. And so I try to just do it once a day. Sometimes if I'm feeling really motivational, I'll do it 2 or 3 times a day. And then tending to our land, tending to the garden here. That's been another way that I have been able to take the energy that, that maybe, sticking to me from you or from Zara, or any other subtle energy that I feel like is taking away from me, and not necessarily in a way that's negative, but just in a way that's overpowering my own energy, and I allow it to ground back and send it back to the earth, especially when I take care of my plants. So I think taking care of our garden and watering and being outside and with the earth, having my toes in the earth, that's been another huge part of my journey of, self-care. And of course, nourishing myself. My mom is currently here from India, so I am very, very lucky that I get to eat her cooking all the time. And it just takes me back to my childhood, so being fed. And also, I think having community. That's another, having other people who can help take care of me and I can help take care of them. And there's kind of this mutual reciprocity of taking care of each other, and not needing to be so independent and individual all the time, which is, I think, something that inherently comes with America in general. So those are some ways.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Definitely I was just thinking yesterday, I am so over individualism and just thinking about how it's destroying our country. Honestly, I don't know. I'm just glad you said that, because literally yesterday, I don't know, I was driving and I'm weird. I just have the weirdest thoughts sometimes. And I was just thinking, we live in an individualistic society and it's really destroying. I just had that, it just came to mind. And so community and anything to help the collective, I'm always down for, and how self-care can be community care, and community care can be self-care is something I'm always an advocate for. So that's just something I thought about.
And I have one other thing to add, if that's okay. And this is something that, I only do when I have an overflow of energy, but it's something that honestly makes me feel better right away. And it's doing my makeup. Having literally when I have my makeup done, and when I just spend 10 minutes or so looking in the mirror and observing each part of my face and touching it up, doing my foundation, my eyebrows, my mascara, it really transforms me, it gives me motivation. It gives me more kind of this nourishing this part of myself that I feel I often don't do. So when I have extra energy, I also do like to do my makeup. And I think that is a huge part of self-care.
Yes, that feels like self-adornment, right? Yeah, I love that. Wow. I just love the way you talked about getting in touching with the earth and like in your face. There is so much presence in the way you speak about the things that you do that I really admire. So I just want to thank you for sharing so intimately like what it is that's bringing you this joy and presence and connectedness right now.
Thank you for listening to the Thoughtful Wellness Revolution podcast. For the full episode and more bonus content, you can go to thoughtfulwellnessrevolution.substack.com and subscribe for only $5 a month.